Hi everybody, it's been a long time since I've done a video, and the simple reason is I don't have any video editing software at the moment, which I'm planning to do something about tonight. I've just got myself a new computer, a new screen and a new camera, so a webcam, so I'm going to now get the software I need to be able to edit and make a mess of the videos I shoot for your enjoyment. So yeah, but anyway, I'll take you through a couple of things that we've done, or I've done, and my mate Paul has helped along the way. I can't exactly remember where we left off on the videos, but I know that we were in the process of working on the bathroom, which is still not finished. The only thing that needs doing in there now is the tiling, and I'm hoping to make a start on that possibly next weekend, if not the weekend after. I've got a feeling it'll be the weekend after, because I've got a little bit of painting I need to do in another room first, and I'd like to get that knocked over before I start committing to a tiling job. So anyway, we'll sort of run this partly in reverse, go back to where I think we left off, and then we'll sort of leapfrog forward to where we are now. So, as you remember, the bathroom was what we were working on, and we were building the walk-in linen press. Well, those two rooms also affected the laundry, because obviously I had to put two doors in through the laundry wall, one that gained access into the bathroom and one that would gain access into the walk-in linen press. But it also affected the kitchen wall as well, because the recess for the refrigerator, we had to shorten that up a little bit. It was a little bit big, but back in the day when I first built it, I had a massive fridge because my ex-wife was a cake decorator, so she needed a really big fridge put cakes in that she would be preparing for customers. So that's the reason why the opening was so big. We had a big fridge, but then when she took the fridge I had a little fridge, and the opening was always way too big. So anyway, I've completed the kitchen wall, did all the plastering, did all the painting, replaced some architrave that had light switches in it. The light switches are now in the actual plasterboard, so they're starting, they're matching the rest of the house now, because everything used to be in the architrave, in the skirting boards, but now we're moving it into the plasterboard to give it a more modern look and more access as well. So without further ado, this is what we got. Hopefully the light's not too bad. So we've painted all this. Well, we've done all the plaster work on here. I'm extremely happy with it. It turned out better than I ever thought it would. So I don't know if the last video actually shows it, but there was probably about 8 different pieces of plasterboard making up this cavity for the refrigerator and this wall here. There was actually 3 pieces of plasterboard in this section of wall here where the light switch is. You can't tell now. It's absolutely perfect. Well, as good as a DIYer could get it. So yeah, very happy with that. So this wall has been entirely painted right through, right up to the pantry door here. So it looks very neat. I'm very happy with that. All the original trim or architrave, the framing that used to go around the refrigerator, has all been removed now. Obviously the microwave recess was all blocked in, and the microwave has been taken out of there now, so it's nice and smooth there. So that's all been done. I had some repairs on this side of the kitchen to do. I know it's going to be very dark now, guys. Can't do nothing about it. But above the doors, I had splits running from the architrave to the cornice on all the doors. They've all been repaired. Over the front door there, we had a big massive split here. This has all been cut out to a certain point. I've used a really good deep filler, and then gone over it with obviously a like a skim coat type filler. Got all that repaired, so that's all looking good now. Everything's looking really, really good on this side of the kitchen as well. So we're done in here. So what we'll do is we'll venture in here. This is the linen press. Linen press inside is finished. The door and the door jamb are not finished. I haven't painted these yet. We will get there. But as you can see, I've got some shelving in here. I've got stuff in here that shouldn't be in here at the moment, simply because I am moving furniture back and forward, and when you've got cabinets that are full of stuff, they're extremely heavy to move. And so this has just been the logical place to put it. This is a linen press, so this will have towels and sheets and bedding and whatever else is going to go in here. But yeah, it all sort of it all works. We've got, for now, we've got matching carpet in here to go with the rest of the house. Bought myself a nice little A4 sized filing cabinet. Got rid of the big 4-drawer filing cabinet. So this will go in here where my bass amplifier speaker boxes are, and this is going to go into a different part of the house. But for now, everything's just sitting here. But it turned out extremely good. Really happy with the way all the ceiling and the corners turned out, the way we patched the roof, how I patched the roof. Turned out great. Obviously behind the plaster there's stuff you can't see, which is the magic of Paul, all the wiring. So light switch in here, then the triple light switch here, so laundry, outside light and kitchen light. So yeah, we need some adjustment on the door here. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap there, but that's just the way it is at the moment. But it's good enough. Let me put this light on. I should have left that light on. Got all the architrave in around the doors, so that's all. Some of it's been restained, some of it hasn't. Some of it was already stained but come from a different part of the house. I've got a couple of little touch-up things I've got to do around the bases of the architrave. Obviously, I've got to clean up these joints a little bit. This trim keeps sliding, so I've got to put a little bit of a wedge in here, or I might actually cut a new piece, put a new piece in here. This all changed when I changed these guides. I couldn't get the same guides, so I ended up falling a little bit short. But yeah, I have to clean up all the grout around this area. I've got a little bit of staining to do on this. This chipped when I cut it, but you know, it's no biggie. It looks good. It's clean. It's neat. It gets us about 99% of the way to being finished. So then we move in along here into the thinking room. I had a repair to do here on this wall. It's still giving me grief. It's been giving me grief for years. I've done the best job I can possibly do on it. It would take a professional plasterer to really fix this. I don't know why I can't fix it. I can still see it. I don't know how it will be in the camera, but I can still see it. But it's better than it was. So that's another box ticked. let's close this door just to give you a bit of an idea of what we got in here. So at the moment, sorry for that camera not showing you anything. So here I've got all the stained architrave around the door. The 3 tiles were replaced as they were in front of the cavity slider here. So they've been done. I need to re-grout here. I had a little bit of a hollow, I didn't realise it, and when I was cleaning everything up it fell in, and I'd already got rid of all the grout. So when I do the cleanups around here, I'll just re-grout that. I've got to do a little bit of cleanup here. Look, there's a loose bit there. See, I still haven't sort of done everything I need to do, but I'm on my way. So those 3 got replaced. These 3 got replaced in here, as you can see. They only ran to here because this is where the wall finished. So that's been run all the way through. Haven't nailed any of this home yet because obviously I've got some repairs here that I need to sand. This is where all the screws have been put in to hold the framework of the door, or the door jamb, to the framework of the house. So I didn't want to nail those home until it was finished. This was a repair piece here. I really had no choice. I've run out of Tasmanian oak in the house. This was the last length that I had. It was long enough, but there'd been a light switch put in through here at one stage in its life. So I just cut a piece of timber out and patched it, and it's in the toilet. It's, unless I told somebody, you probably would never notice it. So I'm happy with that. You've got some dark marks here, but you've got dark marks in the grain anyway, as you can see. So it's neither here nor there. I can live with that. In here, in the bathroom, should have put the light on. Been doing some plastering and sanding here right on this corner because this section of the wall will be painted. I've just applied some more plaster to this internal corner today to try and build it up a little bit. We're a little bit low in spots, and you guys aren't going to see a goddamn thing here, but I've been sanding up there, and I've got to apply a little bit more plaster to that, and we will be done with the plaster work in this room. Oh, I do apologise, except for the cornice. I need to run the cornice along this wall here, so along the bathtub wall, and just on this return, and that's it, we're done. Then I can start plastering in here. So we are getting there, guys, slowly. What else have I done? I've been selling a lot of stuff off too. So as I mentioned before, I sold off that 4-drawer filing cabinet. I got rid of that. The wardrobe doors that came out of that room, ended up selling that, or both of those, in the tracks this week. I had a cupboard here, like a double door laundry cupboard, which basically kept a lot of my music archive stuff in there. I ended up selling that. I got rid of that. So I'm slowly getting rid of all this old furniture that I don't need now. I'm sort of trying to downsize, and obviously shredding a lot of stuff that was in the filing cabinets due to everything being electronic these days. You get all your bills via email, so you don't really need to keep paper, which is great. So yeah, so we'll move in here now. Let me put the light on, guys. Okay, so we've made a start in the lounge room. This has been a feature wall for over 20 years. It's had three different colours on it over the 20 years. The last colour was a really dark brown verging on black. So I am going a lighter colour in here, so I needed to seal it. So I got some sealing some ceiling white that had been sitting in the shed for a while. I'm trying to talk fast, guys, because I want to keep this short. So I used the ceiling white watered down as a sealer and went over the black. So that's worked out really good. Underneath this, I've done a few plaster repairs. I do have a joint in the plasterboard that runs all the way from the cornice to the floor there. I had some mild cracking, really hard to see, but I knew it was there, so I repaired that. Had some cracking up in the cornice there. There was a joint up there. You would never know that there was a joint there. There was a joint over in this corner. You would never know there was a joint there either. So I really took my time on those two repairs, and I got them looking really good. Had to do a minor one over the door there, just obviously where two pieces of plaster met, there was a slight crack. I've pulled up all the architrave that went around here. This was that fancy stuff that I had around the fridge. Because I'm putting new carpet in here, all new carpet all the way through, I'm getting rid of this floating floor, putting carpet all the way up to the wall now. So I wanted to go back to the original traditional type skirting. So this stuff here, nothing fancy. I had a couple of lengths of it sitting around, a bit in the shed and a bit from here and there, all painted white and gloss enamel white. So I've stripped all that back now to natural timber. I've got to restain all this. Used a wire brush to get all the paint out of these crevices. So I think I've done a pretty good job. It might look like I'm one piece short for here, obviously with three sides, but I do have another piece for here. I just don't have it in the house at the moment. Had to do a few plaster repairs here and there. Sealed them up, as you can see. So this will not be a feature wall anymore. This wall will be the same colour as what all the walls will be in this room. I'm done with the feature walls now. I'm just going to keep it one colour, and yeah,